Hey everybody, it has been a while since I've recorded, but it has not been a while since I have done yoga, and I certainly hope that that is the same case with you. So welcome to your mat. We're going to do a little bit of stretching, a little bit of breathing, and have a little bit of you time. So you need a band, that way we can do some stretches, and you'll be good to go. So nice quiet space. Let's just go ahead and get started by lifting up tall. We're going to start by rocking from side to side, just kind of move those little fleshy bits out from underneath your hind parts. And then we can just bring those hips right into contact with that mat and then lengthen through that spine. Relax your shoulders, soften up through your neck. And let's just close your eyes. Take a few breaths here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. So as we continue with that breath, let's drop that chin to that chest. Lift that head up to the sky. Make sure not to take that head back too far, but just really think about pushing that chin to the sky. Come to the center, drop an ear to a shoulder. Think about lengthening through the opposite side of the neck. And up and over, other side. Lovely. Right back to the center. We're going to take those arms right on out to the side. Reach out long through those fingertips. And then we're going to extend those arms up and overhead. Hopefully you grew a little bit there as you lengthen. So reach tall, breathe in. And as you exhale, pull those elbows back and open up through that chest. Really thinking about that posture. So reach out, extend through the fingertips. And exhale, find that nice W pose. Squeeze those elbows back. Take another breath. Inhale, reach. And exhale to bend. So my chest feels open here. We're going to reach those arms right on out to the side. Go ahead and drop on over. Find yourselves a little airplane pose here. Go ahead and look up past those fingertips. And while you're reaching here, try to push that hip, this one, down into the floor. Will help to increase that stretch into that side body. Might be able to slide that opposite hand out a little further. And up through the center, lengthen before we drop on over to the other side. Drop it on down, reach. And now think about pushing that opposite hip, that hip with those fingertips that are up to the sky, that guy down into the mat. Reach. And fantastic. Reach it on out. We're going to go ahead and bring those hands forward, flip those palms on around, stretch through the back, upper back there. Breathe in and out. And in and out. Fantastic. Bring those hands right on down beside you. Go ahead and wiggle everything out. Very nice. And let's go ahead and maybe find a little bit of range of movement into the shoulder joint. So we're going to find a little bit of swimming today. So take that one arm, we're going to lift it up. Inhale, breathe in, and exhale to bring it on down. Just take a couple of those. Inhale out. And exhale forward. And try the other side. Same thing. Inhale and exhale. once both of those hands are back down again, we're gonna check in with that posture. Lift up tall, breathe in and out. Very nice. Let's go ahead and bring those feet together right there on that mat. We're gonna just grab those thighs, always, always lifting up, making sure that our spines are long and tall. Let's go ahead and just reach those arms forward. We're gonna hinge back just a wee little bit there so that we can come on back and engage that core. We're gonna lift up one leg, lift up the other leg so we can kind of find our boat pose. And if you're feeling zesty today, we'll go ahead and reach those legs all the way out. So breathe there, look on up to the sky. And rest. Go ahead and bring those guys down. Lift up nice and tall, and then we're gonna go ahead and find our mermaid position. We're gonna make our way into a little bit of a deer pose today. So first, let's again find that range of movement, but this time into that hip joint. So a little lift and a little lower. Warming those body parts up, right? Good, good. There you go. High chatter. Bye chatter. Bring everything back to the center, and then we're gonna go ahead and drop on over to that nice side stretch. Reach out through those fingertips as we really lengthen here. And then we're gonna rotate. So let's take this elbow and bring it on down to that mat. So we can kind of try to hinge forward here with maybe a bit of a flat back as you lengthen out. Good. And we're gonna increase this stretch just a little bit. So maybe take those hands, and I'm gonna take those guys a little bit over to the back part of my mat, so just a little stretch, and then let that head drop down. Good, let's go ahead and slowly make our way back in and up. We'll come on around to the front. So I'm gonna take this leg here and I'm just gonna swirl it on around, bring it on over to the other side of that knee. Try to push both hips down into the floor. We're just gonna hug that knee right on into the body as we lift up nice and long there. So just hug it on in. We're breathing and lengthening. Good, so I get a little stretch there into that glute. So if you'd like, you can just drop that nose right down to, actually let's all drop that nose down to that knee. Kind of intensifies that stretch a little bit. And if you're feeling a little zesty, we'll just let that knee flop forward and we'll come on out into a nicely modified hero pose. Fantastic. Roly, roly, right on up to the top, and then we'll untangle those legs. Bring those guys right on over to the other side. And now let's go ahead and work on that opposite hip joint. So a little lift and a little lower. So find that movement. Very nice. Settle it somewhere in the center, and again, drop over to the side, reaching away from those legs. Big reach. And then we're gonna go ahead and rotate, bring that elbow to the floor, kind of flattening out that back as you can. And then, how about we take ourselves a little step to the back part of the mat, really increasing that stretch into that hip flexor, letting that head drop down. excellent. Go ahead and walk it on in and up. Come on around to the front, take this leg, swirl it on over to the floor there. We're gonna grab that leg, pull it into the body, stretching into that glute, lift up. And drop your nose towards that knee. And if you'd like, flop that knee forward. Find yourselves a little modified hero pose. Very nice. Rolly, rolly up. Untangle everything. And let's go ahead and extend those legs forward. Flex those feet, lengthen that spine, finding that Dandasana. So those shoulders are down, and again, your back is nice and long. Breathe in and out and in and out. Good, good. Relax those feet. Maybe we slide those hands back behind us just a wee little bit. Squeeze into that core and press up, reverse plank. And back down we go. Nice and strong through that shoulder girdle. Lovely. We're going to go ahead and just lie back on your mat. So let's go ahead and roll down. We're going to hug those knees right on into your chest. Feeling that mid back just kind of connect down to the floor. Relax your shoulders. Maybe wiggle. You can give yourself a little tiny rock here if that feels nice. We want to allow that mid back a chance just to kind of sink on down into the floor. Good. Bringing everything back to the center. Let's find ourselves a little Apanasana. So we're going to hug that right knee into the body, flex both feet as you extend that left leg out. Good, good. Now we're going to go ahead and open up into that hip. So you can relax the feet if you'd like, and you're just going to hang on to that right knee. You silly boy. Just let that right knee open up out to the side there. So just kind of, again, working into that hip joint, opening that right knee out to the side. There we go. And pulling that knee back in, and then we'll go ahead and just switch up sides. So that right leg will extend, that left leg hugs in, flex both feet. There's our Apanasana pose. So again, that mid back just kind of flattens out. And we're really trying to pull that knee in towards the body. Good, open up. Go ahead and relax the feet if you'd like. Take that knee on out and open. So just trying to keep those hips flat and level on that mat, but opening up. Good. And in we go. Very nice. Let's go ahead and set one foot on the mat, and we're going to set the other foot on that mat as well. We're going to park both hands on that floor, and we're going to really articulate through that spine. So we're just going to take a couple of bridge poses, but we're going to inhale, scooping up, rolling that spine up and off that mat, one bit at a time, squeezing the glutes at the top, stretching into the hip flexors, and exhaling to roll back to that mat. Nice. Take another inhale up. And exhale down. Good. One more time. Inhale, breathe in. And exhale, breathe out. Good. Let's go ahead and try that again, only this time one leg will extend to the sky. So we're going to do 3 with the right leg lifted and 3 with the left. So just go ahead and breathe and move on your own, keeping the hips level. Inhale. And exhale, roll through that spine. Very nice. Once you finish all of those, hug those knees right on into that chest. Pull everything in. Take a breath. And release. We're going to give it a spinal twist today. So let's flop those arms right on out to the side, T position. I'm going to position my knees right here at tabletop. So a lot of times when I do a spinal twist, I've got those knees just pulled in towards my chest. And I drop those knees over, as we all do. But today, as you can, let's see if we can't park those knees right over those hips. Palms on the floor for stability, and then we're going to take those knees straight over to the side. So just let those knees come on down, and let's see if that changes how we feel that spinal twist. So once you're here, turn that head to the left. And relax into it. Good. Glue those knees together and back we go, right on up to the center. So knees over the hips, and let's see if we can't take those knees just over to the left. So those knees are extended right out in front of those hips. Turning that head to the right and stretching here. Good. Pull those knees right back up into that tabletop position. And just for the sake of comparison, allow those knees to come in a little bit closer towards your torso, and let's just flop them to the right. See if we notice any difference here between that last spinal twist and this one, with those knees pulled in a little closer. Maybe it feels a little different. Maybe it feels the same, but just try the other side. Nice to know what it is that works best for your body. Good. And back we go to the center. Very nice. Wrap those arms right on up, maybe around those shins, maybe cross those ankles. Curl it up into a nice tight little diamond pose. And relax. Fantastic. Let us stretch out those hamstrings, right? So I've got my band. I'm going to go ahead and loop it up and around that right foot. Pull that right leg towards my body. Let's keep this right leg nice and straight. Flex this right foot and just pull that leg in. We're going to give that body some time to stretch here. So just a nice hamstring lengthener. Good time to relax and breathe. Breathe in and out. So I'm going to go ahead and just transfer that strap into that right hand. Left arm flops out to the side T position. Right leg flops out and open. Let's go ahead and continue to flex through that right foot. And open up into that right hip a little bit more. Take a nice breath and release that right leg when you're ready. Release it on down and out along your mat. Go ahead and give that right leg a little shake. Wiggle it out. And then we'll bend that right knee. Excellent. So right away, we're just going to switch over to that second side. So that left leg goes up and we have a hammy stretch. Breathe in and breathe out. Transfer that strap into that left hand. Open that left leg out to the side. Inner thigh stretch. Take a nice breath and release. Release that left leg. Stretch that left leg down and out along your mat. Give it a wiggle, give it a shake. And everything should hopefully be feeling nice and even here. So let's go ahead and reach those hands on around behind the thigh and rock right on up to the top. So once we come on up to the top, once again, let's go ahead and find that nice Dandasana. Lift up, long, long spine. Breathe in. And breathe out. Relax those feet. Maybe shake out those legs. Let's go ahead and just bring your hands to your heart right here at Namaste. So we're going to try to keep those hips nice and level, but let's rotate that upper body to the right. A little twist. And a little twist to the other side. Lovely, right back to the center. Relax everything, shake it all out. And let's go ahead and just flip ourselves right on over to hands and knees. So we've got that nice all fours position. Hands underneath those shoulders. Find a cat stretch, round it on up. Flatten it out, neutral spine, and then we will drop into cow. And come back to the center. Let's go ahead and walk to the right into the extra puppy. So just walk those hands around, look back at those feet. And we'll come through the center to the other side. Very nice. Come back to the center. Fantastic. So we're going to find our balance here. We're going to reach that right leg back and we're going to send that left arm forward. So there's our tiger. Lengthen everything out. If you're feeling zesty, close your eyes. See what that does to your balance. We'll bring that left hand down to the mat. We're going to flex that right foot, bend that right knee. Actually, let's go ahead and drop to our elbows. We're going to push that right leg to the sky, lift up your nose, lift up your chin, and there's our peacock. So up, up, up with that right leg. as you breathe out, sit it on down, stretch it back into Balasana. So you remember that nice swimming that we did when we were seated? Take that right arm back. Inhale, lift it up and over. Try to reach those right fingertips further forward ahead than the left. And then the same thing. So we're just gonna swim here. Again, range of movement. Inhale up and exhale down. Continue. Taking as much movement as you need. And once you finish that last swim there, come on back up. And one more time, round it into cat stretch. Beautiful. Flatten it out. So nice and square here in the middle. We're gonna take that left leg back. So reach it on back. Send that right arm forward and find your balance. Close your eyes maybe. And hands come to the mat, drop to the elbows, and find that peacock. Up, up, up. And relax it down. We'll sit it back into just Balasana this time. And with those hands extended forward, we're going to take a nice breath. Breathe in and out. We're going to make our way into up dog. So come forward, mush up your hind parts, drop those glutes, those hips, lift your nose. And press back. One more time, come forward, finding that up dog. And lovely. Back we go to all fours. Let's find our rocket cat pose. So round it up, press it back, rocket cat. And cat, and flatten it out. Very nice. We're gonna rotate ourselves right on over to the side here. So I'm gonna bring my, my left hand just a little bit forward, kick out that left foot, and rotate into side gate. So up we go, lengthening here. Good, good. So again, with that range of movement, taking that top arm, reaching it over, exhale, down, and inhale to lift. Take a couple of them. And if you are feeling fancy, let's lift that leg. And we will release to all fours. Go ahead and steady yourselves before we flip over to the other side here. So reposition that bottom hand, kick out that bottom leg, up we go, there it is, and find that rotation. Lifting up that leg if you would like. coming back to all fours. Good, nice stretch into that side body. Tuck up your toes, find your down dog. Really try to push your weight back into the heels of your hands. Take a nice static stretch here. So try to put a little arch into that lower back, pushing your tailbone up to the sky. There we are. Shift all of your weight into one foot. And to the other foot. And to both feet. How about we find that soleus? Yes, that nice soleus stretch. So bending both knees, pushing your head back a little bit closer to your toes, and really trying to reach those heels towards that mat. Good, good. Release right on back to down dog. Go ahead and lengthen that neck. We're just going to give those hips a little push to one side. So bending both knees, pushing both hips to the right just a little bit, bringing a little bit more weight into that right hand. Squeezing into that right side. And down dog. Shifting a little bit left, bending those knees, pushing into that left hand. And center down dog one more time, right. And left. Fantastic, back we go to down dog. How about we walk those feet forward towards those hands. There's our forward fold. And reverse that swan dive. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Hands come to the heart. Namaste. Palms pressed together. Breathe in. And out. And in. And out. Very nice. Arms come down. Go ahead and wiggle everything out. Wiggle, wiggle. Things nice and strong. Good, good. All right, so we gotta find that balance just a little bit today. So lifting up, long and tall. There we are, shoulders over hips, nice and steady. Let's go ahead and just bring your hands to your heart. Namaste. So palms are pressing together. Wiggle your toes. Don't grip that mat with those toes. But lifting up. So what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna lift up that right leg into stork. And as you can, let's go ahead and inhale to open and exhale to close. Take a couple of these, just a little piriformis strengthener. That's what we're after here. Plus balance. Finding that outward rotation. Maybe one more. And lowering down. Good. So recenter. Find your middle. Lift up. And when you're ready, let's just gently try that other side. Find your center. Inhale and exhale. Lowering down. Very nice. Take a deep breath here. Inhale, breathe in. Lift up tall. Let's go ahead and interlace those fingers up there at the top. And we're just going to give a little backwards bend. Lift up, reach it long, hinge it forward. Hands reaching down for that floor. Relax your neck. Shake your head out. Shake your head no. And then we're gonna go ahead and just bend those knees. Let those heels come right up off that mat. So how about we find another balance here? If you're feeling the crow today and you want to do the crow, please, please do. But instead of the crow, I'm just gonna wrap my arms here around my shins and just try to find a balance without a wobble. If you're feeling zesty, drop your chin to your chest and we'll hang out here. Very nice. Go ahead and release or bring those feet back down to that mat. And we'll just go ahead and roll here over onto those hind parts. Fantastic. Bring the soles of the feet together. Go ahead and just pull those guys in as close as you would like. And we're going to lift up nice and long before we drop down into starfish. Lovely. Rolly, rolly up. And slowly here, bring those knees together. And we are ready for just a nice yoga nidra session. So go ahead and roll it on down. We're going to maybe rock it out a little bit side to side there. We're gonna just drop everything over to one side. There's that spinal twist. Again, you find the stretch that works for you. Maybe those knees are pulled in close. Maybe they're not so close. Maybe they're somewhere in the middle. But drop those knees over to the other side. And back we go to the center. We're going to set those feet on that mat, and then we're just going to gently slide those legs down and out along that mat, finding ourselves a nice cozy space for yoga nidra. So if that means putting on some socks and sweatshirts or kind of snuggling in with a blankie, please, please do. But wherever you are, we are just going to relax into your space. So take a moment or two here to soften up your shoulders, your hips, your everything. Gonna breathe now into that lower body. So everything from your belly button down, breathe in. And as you exhale, let go. Let that lower body just melt into the mat. Take in another breath, this time breathing in everything from the belly button up to the crown of the head. Breathe in. And as you exhale, melt. Take in one more breath, breathing into any of those little stubborn bits of the body that are still just a little bit tense. And exhaling to release. And then with that body relaxed, let's just take a moment to feel the breath as it moves through the body. Breath in And breath out. So that from that breath, we come inward to the mind, finding that quiet, protected space where we can relax and enjoy a few moments of peace. And slowly and gently, let's just start to bring our focus back into our space. Maybe you can wiggle those fingers and toes around. Or maybe slowly stretch out. You are more than welcome to stay in your space, wherever that is. Or you can come on up into a seated position. Just go ahead and come inward and find that final moment of quiet. Loka, Samasta, Sukhino, Bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. Shanti means peace. Om Shanti to you. And thank you for being here today. Om Shanti. Namaste. Namaste from Cheddar and from me. Thank you guys so much for taking time for you here on your mat. So remember, please, please be good to yourselves, be kind to yourselves, go outside, get your vitamin D, hydrate, and as always, wash your paws. Namaste, guys. We'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.